Perfect.
Awesome.
I'll just share my screen. There. This bar that comes down at the top of the Zoom, it
Yeah.
always goes on top of the presentation. And
Mm.
so it's like I can't do anything because it's blocking the button I need.
If you click on it, like I find if there's an area I click on it, it goes back up. Like is there like at the top of the bar or
Yeah, it's so weird.
I
Anyway,
know.
you can see what I'm looking at. And then when it goes away, I'll put
Yeah,
the show on.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, yep. Looks fantastic. Yep.
Oh, resume slideshow. Okay, let's do that. All right.
Yeah.
So, welcome. Any reflections over the past 2 weeks for you?
Yeah. I am just trying to remind myself, like week one, it was identity. Um, it's really interesting that one, Kathy. I was coaching someone this week that has just done such beautiful work on like separating his identity from his work. And so I thought of you, like just when we hit that part in our coaching session. And then oh no, the first week was mindset. I'm sorry. The first week was mindset.
But that
And we
was
talked
involved.
about identity. Yeah. And then yeah, design. Um, I'm loving it all. I think that like Gentle January, um, like this is the work that I need to be doing. And like I said, like I'm in a different place and that I don't have a full-time job and this isn't my side hustle like from the others. And I do have kind of maybe the space to like breathe around it a little bit. And so last week's meditation that you led on the like the forest and like that brought me kind of back onto the Bruce Trail um and kind of that intentional day. It just like it just really resonates, and especially the exercise of like thinking and writing down about like what energizes me and then what depletes me. And so yeah, I love it. I think it's fantastic. And um I think because we talked about that last week, I'm really triggered by things that are depleting me this week, like even just with my clear concept stuff, like just the busy, stupid administrative part of it. Like it just bugs me. And it's like, well, yeah, because that depletes you, right? And so I need to try to delegate more of that kind of stuff back to the team and that sort of thing. So um but and as you know, like I'm kind of just a work in progress. Like I'm in the middle of trying to go deep on my therapy and stuff. And so I'm just trying to be kind to myself and just go with it.
That's great. That's great. Thank you, Kelly. Lee, thanks for joining us.
Hello. I'm gonna join you, but oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see me. I'm gonna join you guys, but I'm just listening for the little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, be
Awesome.
safe.
Okay.
And Lee, I don't know if you can speak in the
Yes.
group.
Yes.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Do you have any reflections? Like, have you been doing anything? I know you missed last week's session, but any reflections? I know I asked you to send me some of your goals for 2026, some really good stuff there. And so we're just like reflecting on, looking at that first module around our mindset, and then the next one about our design, like what are our goals? And then today we're going to dive into um, the next one, integration.
I love it. Yeah. I don't know. Can you hear me okay through
Yeah.
the car phone? There was a summary of last week's meeting about finding a creative space and like a safe creative space. And 2 days ago, I just like cleaned my entire main level. Like I was like, I have all this work to do, I have all this stuff, but I've been walking by like wrapping paper stuffed in the corner from Christmas. Like the Christmas tree is still up. Like it was like, and now I was like, wow, I have such a beautiful house. Like it's been bugging me. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like creating, control what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
And when life feels crazy, like having your space, like be calm and supportive. And it was just amazing. So I had that at the back of my mind this week about, our space.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
That does make a big difference, actually. I have been gathering my Christmas things and putting them on the dining room table over the last 2 weeks. And so today was the day, put them away. Well, in the
Right?
basement. Not quite in the boxes, but one step at a time. It's only because I'm having people over, right? That you're like, oh, I got it. And then I'm like, wow, that's so much nicer. Like, I live like this.
Totally.
Anyway, so yeah, so today is more like the action phase of this situation. So again, we went through this framework about our mindset, talked about our identity as it relates to our business, the ways we interact with it in terms of our level of control, and then our busyness. So trying to like ease ourselves away from our business a little bit, like you were saying, Kelly, maybe about things that deplete us, just reflecting on why we're too busy to do certain things.
Yeah.
So then last week we talked about some of our goals, what we're hoping for, what our ideal day looks like, how many hours we want to work, and now we're into the integration. So, what does that nitty gritty piece look like? And for me, I like this section as well because of the systems, and that's an area of my expertise is around systems with respect to businesses. So, pretty standard table I sent out to you earlier today about ways to categorize our business tasks. So I thought it was a really good place to start with this integration. So we're going to go over 3 things. And so once we're doing this, I think it'll give you a nice framework to be able to look at things on this chart if you were able to print it. If not, you can do it in your notebook about things that we really need to eliminate and critically look at, things we need to automate, and things that we need to outsource. So, things that waste our time, really, we got to get rid of those. And we might not realize we're wasting them. And then automation, like what can we pass over? Like today, in today's society with technology, this is the most brilliant time, with automation. So we can definitely get a lot done and free up some time for the things that you love. And then outsourcing, we can discuss that. Okay. So this part, and Lee, I know that you're driving in the car, but maybe some of the questions you can think about, 1 or 2. So these are the questions that I want you to reflect on in this section. So is this business task really essential to your revenue? So if we're thinking about our primary business that you want to focus on, think of the tasks that you do in this business on a daily, weekly, or monthly. So you might want to jot down a few tasks like make phone calls, um, Facebook posts, accounting, everything, some of the tasks that you do. And so I want you to reflect on, and I think this will be like homework too, because you can't just come up with all your business tasks at one time. But is this business task really essential to your revenue? So an example of that is, for me, Google Ads. So Google Ads are fantastic, but they take time to manage and they can be really costly depending on how you set them up. And there's lots of competition. So with Beyond the Studio, the company that does music therapy and psychotherapy, we've been running Google Ads for years. And when I really sat down and did the math on it, it's not really essential to our revenue. It produces like, I don't know, less than 10% of referrals. And I don't even know when they sort of secure or even if they end up doing business with us. So it's not essential to our revenue. Word of mouth and nurturing relationships and referrals, that is essential to us. But we cancel our Google Ads because it's not producing. It's not essential. It's a waste of time and money. But beyond the classroom, we do tutoring. We have 11 locations. That is essential to our revenue. That's how people find out about us, that we have to be on there to be competitive. And so it's just the nature of your business. So for you, Kelly, what are the business tasks that you do? and looking at your bottom line. Like, is it actually making you money? Same with you, Lee. I know, Lee, you're involved with like 10 million things right now. And so looking at those tasks. So I think that'll be a bigger homework for you. So the next
Yeah,
is
there's
this.
definitely a few, but there's some essentials I've noticed, like my calendar booking system, my Zoom,
Yeah,
yeah, Zoom room, that kind of thing.
exactly. So then is it something this is the way you've always done things? So because my companies are older, I tend to just carry on. If it's working, just keep doing it. It makes sense to just keep working at it. But I often, maybe once a year, once every 2 years, really critically go in and try and break my own systems and look at, is this the way we should be continuing to do things? So is it something you've always done? Like, let's say you would just put all your clients on an Excel spreadsheet, but you could put them on a Google sheet so you can access it from your phone, from the cloud, wherever. So, or you could maybe use another CRM tool that's more robust. So looking at business tasks that you have going on, and I know, Kelly, you have a relatively new business, but are there things
Mhm.
that you've started doing and you're like, I just don't have time to think about a way to automate this or outsource it yet? Um, so for example, I was thinking about like, what would be an example for this for me? So there is a folder in my Dropbox that my team at Beyond the Classroom accesses pretty much every day, and the title of the folder is called Admin 2018. Like, it's 2026. And legit, that's what it's called. I was like, I should really change that name. It doesn't really affect anything. People know that's the name of the folder. But I think, okay, you know, it's working fine, but so that's kind of a funny thing. So then we're going to talk about things you hate doing, like really just hate doing. Because if you hate doing something in your business, you're not going to do it. You're going to procrastinate. Then it's going to come down to the wire, whatever. Things you struggle to do. So for me, I struggle to find the time, which I could do, but I struggle to find the time to post on social media. There's just a lot to it, and I struggle with it. And then things you shouldn't be doing. So, for example, in my case, it's corporate tax returns. That's not what I should be doing whatsoever at all. So if you think of the things in your business that you could learn how to do it, but should you? It could be like website design. It could be your graphic design. So I really want to go through these things because it gives a framework of some of the general business tasks that you're involved in, and then we're going to map them out on our chart um, that I sent along a little bit ago. And so, do you guys have any questions so far? I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to work on this.
No, that sounds pretty straightforward. So the 5 categories are sort of like what you don't like doing, what you love doing, what you avoid doing. Oh, you have
Essentially,
them on the screen. I just can't see them. Just thinking about them.
exactly. Good memory. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's really thinking about like, is this essential to your income, like to
Oh,
your
yeah.
revenue? So when we're thinking about all those activities, like, are they essential to making money? Because we want to make money. We're not doing hobbies here. We're making money. And then what's something you've always been doing and it's working okay, but we can change it. So there's a variety of different questions here, but I figure we'll
Yeah.
give about 10 minutes and then I'll be here, but I'm gonna pause the recording for now and then we'll work on it. Is that cool?
That's great. I'm going to think about it for sure.
Okay. Alrighty. Resume. Okay, great. So, let's talk about it. What were a few things that came up for you, Kelly?
Um, I kind of like had to get my juices going on this because I feel like I'm so new. Like I like it, but anyways, um, the things that like I'm gonna start with the things I hate doing. Like I'm finding that in my new world, I'm spending a lot of time fiddling with PowerPoint decks. And I hate it. Like I just, and I'm also a bit, um, I'm used to having a team that does all that for me. So I'm a bit like, fuck, why did I do this? Like, I have to do it now. I am learning, but like, I really hate fiddling with PowerPoint. I find it really hard. I work across 3 emails and 3 calendars, and their Outlook, and there isn't a way to combine them, if you know what I mean. Like, there is on your mobile device, but I'm not working off my mobile. Anyways, whatever. It's just a real struggle for me. And when I think of this, like what we're talking about today, like I think I need a little bit of a better system about how I'm tackling each of those inboxes and how I allot the time, and things that I struggle to do with. I Focus is a real struggle for me. I am easily distracted with admin. Like, I actually like admin, like just catching up
Right.
on emails and just like clickety click, and like making a list and never doing it. Like, so like I focus is definitely a struggle, keeping my task list up to date and kind of moving forward. Procrastination is a real struggle. Like, I've always been like that since I was a kid in elementary school. Like, I was never the type of kid that if you had a week to do it, I would do like 10 minutes each night. It was like, nope, the night before I bang it out and I rock it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I am. And that, I just don't think that brings me peace though in this world. I do think there's some value to challenging myself and how I do that. I know I shouldn't be like, I'm not doing my own corporate taxes, but I am attempting to do my own accounting and all my admin. And I would love to outsource it. I just don't, I'm not at that capacity yet where I can kind of afford to outsource it. And so that is definitely something, like, even when I think of like automation, like I just wonder like if there's something there. Um,
Yeah.
so far, I have been so fortunate that most of my revenue that has come to me has just come to me through my connections. So I haven't had to market. And so I know that I have to start doing that now. And so I know like LinkedIn will be huge, personal emails and networking will be huge. My website will just be like credential, like that's it. Like, I know I'm not going to get business through my website. It's just when I put my name out there for people to find me. And so I know like not to spend too much time on that, and just probably just getting a basic website out just could be so powerful. um yeah, that's kind of what I wrote down. Like, that's so
Okay.
yeah.
Great. That's definitely, a lot to work with when we start putting
Yeah,
in categories.
awesome, yeah, awesome, yeah.
Struggle, hate, the task. Okay, great. And then Lee, I don't know if anything's come up for you.
Yep.
Great.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've kind of built a relationship with my teammate, and she's been doing a bit more invoicing reminders to people. So like, usually it's like sometimes like they forget to, like, there's a technicality, or they're like, well, I'll e-transfer it instead of pay by credit card. And this is the first year like I've been kind of sort of like letting people pay by e-transfer.
Okay.
But I've been having her kind of just send the reminders, and like that's been something really nice. So like acknowledging, like delegating that.
Great.
Um,
Is there
Oh,
something that you struggle to do?
we just lost her.
Oh,
She's gone. Oh, poor Lee. I feel for her. Like, when you're in transit, it's easy to touch a button and you like, you're like, damn it, I just hung up.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sure she'll slide
yeah,
back in
yeah.
when she can. Okay, so let's take out that chart
Okay.
now, and this is great. So I think being so new in your business, I don't know if there's anything you need to necessarily eliminate right now. Like, it might even be like the concept of procrastination and looking at how you
Yeah.
plan that, or like you said, do like a daily, so tasks related to that
Yep.
piece,
Yep.
that deadline.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the eliminate?
Yeah, I guess like um I thought for now procrastination is such a good one. The other thing is for the work that I do with Clear Concept, I only get paid per workshop. And
Okay.
so it's up to me to like not waste time on it, like so that I'm not putting like 10 hours into a workshop. Like I'm getting it. Do you know what I'm saying? So the value like for my time for money makes better sense. And I've caught myself like customizing a bit too much, like and um, so I don't know if it's like eliminate like some hours, like just eliminate some hours on the workshop building so that like I'm making more of a margin, right? Like for like the workshop. Um yeah, like eliminate the churn or the number of edits or um
Yeah.
it
Just
kind of goes back to
customization, right?
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And that is like that's what they pride themselves on, and it is what makes every workshop so good that it really lands with that audience. But I think I'm such a people pleaser that I'm probably like taking everyone to 150%, where it's like maybe I just start taking them to 75%. Do you know what I mean? And that's good enough. Like, um, so I do feel like right now I wrote down like procrastination, like really think about that and focus kind of goes hand in hand, I think, to that too. Like it's just like how can I it kind of goes back to last week. And then eliminate right now is maybe it's just hours per workshop, like makes it feel more quantifiable or something.
So is there a certain number of hours per workshop that you are spending? Like, are you tracking sort of that prep time?
I'm not. And that's probably not probably like it could be something that I look at really like tracking that and going, that one took you 10 hours of prep, which makes that workshop like it's just not as profitable, right? Like it should be easy and just a few calls, a few turns of the content, and then we're done, right? Like, and so would you
Hmm.
recommend tracking my time,
Yeah,
Kathy? Or
I
yeah, yeah,
think so. Yeah,
yeah.
and once you're in your own business, it's a little bit of a different mindset because away from that cost per hour, almost like how much you're
Yeah,
being per hour, it
yeah,
is a big mindset shift that I see in people moving from corporate to,
yeah,
um, their own entrepreneurial pursuits. And, even going to a network event, they're like, well, it was a waste of my time and, so on. It's like, well, you can't really quantify it yet because of
mhm,
the ripple effect of being at that and the opportunity
yeah,
to come and the connection. So, but for this is actually like you're specifically working on this PowerPoint and customizing it for
yeah,
what company that you're delivering it for. So
yeah,
it wouldn't hurt to track your time, or
yeah,
you probably, because you don't like fiddling with PowerPoint, so you have probably a sense of what, how long something might take 10 hours for one or 3 hours.
yeah,
It's not like
yeah.
rush hour, right?
Yeah, and I also I do have a resource that I can get her to do all my PowerPoint changes. We're just we're just having a tricky start to our relationship. Like I feel like anytime I ask her for that help, she is annoyed by me. So
Oh,
I don't want to get onto too many tangents, but that is definitely one is under delegate is if I could get a little bit more organized and focused, it will be easier to delegate that to her because I'll be able to give her more time. Like I was saying, I'm kind of last minutes, and that's kind of not fair to her.
okay.
And so I think I'm causing some of that.
Right.
So maybe I can add like what I can delegate like now is PowerPoint updates earlier or something like just
Right.
like right like just in time or something like don't delay like
If there's a specific, period of time she needs to work within and working that back and putting that on your calendar, because
yeah
then
yeah
that would be your deadline together
yeah
to deadline, then back to
yeah
your final
yeah
deadline. So I do want to add something related to this because it
yes
keeps popping in my head.
yes yes
Yesterday I was on a webinar through the Canadian Franchise Association, and it was talking about designing your own AI agent. And I don't know
mm,
if you've heard of that before.
mm-hmm.
Never designed my own agent before, so or thought really what.
Yeah
And so one of the examples that he gave was an AI agent that he designed, and this is his expertise, but it made PowerPoint presentations.
Mhm.
And so basically, you would design your agent to design PowerPoint presentations. You teach it everything about what your voice is, brand,
Yep.
color, everything. And then you upload all the documents. So you would, like, for example, for a corporate client, you would send them their websites, any documents they've sent to you, anything you've
Yep.
gleaned in meetings, and you teach it, and then it
Yep.
produces it within like a minute and
Yep.
go
Yep.
through it and edit it. So it
Yep.
might be, and it wasn't all within chat. It was like, I think he created his agent, like his bot
Yeah.
in chat,
Yep.
and put it into, I'll
Okay.
look it up, but it was, my mouth was just wide open because
Yeah.
I don't like doing PowerPoints either. I don't like putting it together graphically and things, and
Yep.
it is time
Yep. Yep. Yep.
but this is something that's really reasonable in cost,
Yep.
could be a great resource for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I love that. I think especially for my own consulting work with Clear Concept, they have their own like master decks and stuff, and I can't put it into AI because it's confidential. Do you know what I mean? And so, but I have said to them that like it would be good if they looked into tools like that because this person that helps me with the PowerPoint, like it could be so much faster. Like even like Kathy, I know you know Canva. Like Canva's actually a much faster place and it's got more AI in it, like to help
Mhm.
tweak a PowerPoint. Like so I'm making all those suggestions to Clear Concept, but I love the idea of figuring out my own agent for Luminous Alchemy, like for my own consulting work, like not Clear Concept, just like my coaching, my and I've also heard really good things for about a particular AI called Claude. I don't know if you've heard
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, Claude.
And my
Yeah.
friend, she just built her own website through Claude in
Mm,
half an hour.
wow.
I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what?
So you
Like,
definitely need a human involved
yeah,
as well, just for,
yeah,
making sure
yeah,
it's
yeah,
correct. But oh, the
yeah,
possibilities, I mean,
yeah, you're,
um, endless, really. And so it's a matter of
yeah,
really knowing specifically the output that you want, and then you have
yeah,
to teach it. And so it's an upgraded. So I did upgrade my chat to a paid subscription,
yeah.
to be able to do that. And I set up quickly,
That's cool.
as another use, a New York City apartment real estate person, and I programmed it to look for apartments for Lauren. And then I
What?
was able to, yeah, and this took me like 10 minutes with her parameters. And then we named it. And then you can share a link to that. So when she's in New York, she's still home on break, but when she's there, she can type in a question and it
Yeah.
knows all the stuff and it can just pull it for her because we've already so the assistant can go with her
Oh
as
my
well.
gosh.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So for
Yeah.
everyone, so like I had to actually go into chat after the workshop yesterday and ask what can you use AI agents for,
Yeah.
because couldn't I could wrap my head around the example they gave,
Yeah.
but what could I do? What is the
Yeah.
potential? So that's definitely an automation
Okay.
piece
Okay.
our call. Um, Updating that piece, and really you can upload whatever documents and you feed it, and you can do a privacy setting where
Yeah.
it doesn't feed and teach it.
Okay. Okay.
So there is a confidentiality setting once you get into more of the business, like the higher paid. So it's not feeding everybody else's. You can
Yeah.
put your agent into like a place where other people
Yeah.
can use your agent actually.
Yeah.
That was an option. So I just, like I said, did a
That's
quick,
cool. Yeah. That's so awesome.
yeah, it's pretty neat actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just an aside in terms of that automation piece for
Okay.
the PowerPoint was sticking out to me. Um, so is there anything you wanted to get off your plate, like something that you hate or
I guess I thought about um like what I can delegate. Like I would love to have the goal of um the 3 to 6 months having like um like calendar. Like I would love to have like a virtual assistant, like to help with calendar and that sort of thing. Um uh so I kind of just wrote like 3 to 6 months admin slash calendar. And then 6 to 12 months. Like right now, I'm doing my own accounting through Wave.
yeah,
And I I'm just learning as I go, but I would really, really love if all my bookkeeping and everything was done by a professional. Like I really would like just you do you know what I mean? Like just like um it would take a lot of stress off me too. Like I worry about it a lot. And so that would be um something I'd really, really like to do. Um like they're coming back to me now, Kathy, with questions about like my first corporate tax return. And like the questions, I'm like, I don't know. So I'll call and I'll just ask them like how like can you rephrase it or I'll share my screen or whatever. Like it's just like oh I would really love that to be off my plate. And you're inspiring me. I put for what can you automate now? I am going to look into if there is something out there that does like a plugin that could streamline my three outlooks, like just to see like, yeah, maybe there is an interface that I can put over it or something like there's just so much good technology out there. And so that's something right now I could look at automating that just to maybe simplify that part of my life.
Yeah,
Um,
check Zapier, Zapier.
okay.
Zapier. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but that is I was just on it while we were making notes, looking at connecting different things. And
Mm.
so it'll connect things so you can make a workflow.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, and you can also program a lot of things in email. Like I think it's more robust
Yeah.
now, in terms of like automatically filing your emails under certain categories. And
Okay. Okay.
so
That's
thinking
cool.
about, yeah, and you'd be comfortable with that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, it's
Yeah.
just doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
And
the
what about,
eliminate, yeah. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead, the
The
elimination.
eliminate one is like, I guess what like now I just put like procrastination hours per workshop and track time. 3 to 6 months, I would like to like eliminate some admin, like, and that kind of goes down to the like it's kind of in the delegation section. And yeah, I don't know, 6 to 12 months. I guess in a perfect world, I'd be working just like on business building and delivery, which I love. Like I absolutely love. So, um,
We love the admin and the delivery piece.
yeah, I love the delivery and I love the networking, Kathy. Like I love it so much, like meeting new people and chatting to them about, their challenges and seeing how I can help them and like um building those relationships in a way like I'm kind of giving too much of my time that way to Clear Concept and I need to be giving it to me. Like it's Clear Concept, I get a commission for any business I bring in. Um, but I think um, actually that's a great way, like when we think of the first, like where am I not getting a return on investment? I'm not getting that with them. Like it's taking a lot longer to get that revenue flowing so that it's really worth my time doing that. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. Definitely note that. And they pay you per workshop, but then also a referral fee, the two streams.
Yeah. Yeah. There's three, there's coaching, there's workshops, and there is BD, and then account management. So they're allowing me to, like, if I bring a new client in, if I want to kind of manage that whole process, prepare the proposal, we negotiate and like bring like I will get a commission for that too. I
Oh,
just feel like it's kind of good in theory, but it's not generating the revenue and it's getting me mired in admin. And I like admin for my own business, like, but I'm struggling with how much time I'm putting into their business without the revenue coming back. So it kind of goes back to that, like, is this business task really essential to your revenue? It's that's the question right there. Like it's like I'm doing a lot of work for them. I'm not seeing the revenue yet. It could be coming. You know how it goes. It could be coming or it might not be coming. And so I feel like um you're helping me to see that like maybe 6 to 12 months, what I'm eliminating is reliance on Clear Concept. Like Clear Concept should just be, I think, the gravy, like just like if I can do it, great. And my business should be and my business is also a lot more profitable. Like I can charge a lot more and higher margins and all that.
It's a great way to learn their systems,
Hmm.
way they
Yeah.
do things,
Yeah.
as like that stepping stone to being able to really focus more on you and have that transition. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
think timing sounds really good. And looking at, okay, this is the admin that you don't enjoy, you could be out networking, you could be out promoting your own business.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and so in terms of that automation,
Yeah.
uh, this is really those like tools and supports. Are there things you so you said about the bookkeeping, and Wave is a really good solution.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you
Free,
use that, Kathy? Or yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and
And
use
you're
it.
yeah, maybe I could book like one of my coaching sessions with you and we could look at that together, right? Because I just don't know what I don't know, right? And you might be
Yeah,
able to give me a tour of it like as a real human voice, you know what I mean? Like yeah.
it is very intuitive. It's a really really good basic bookkeeping system,
Hmm.
and I think having an accountant, you could keep all your records together in there, but
Yeah,
having your accountant really do that corporate tax, review your
yeah,
files, make sure everything's.
yeah,
I don't know if you need an ongoing bookkeeper
yeah, yeah,
because that
yeah,
does cost quite a bit,
yeah,
putting up. So,
yeah,
something
yeah.
to talk about. But so Meta for business content planning, but you're not doing any really marketing or promotion on Facebook.
No, I will need to be. Do you know what I mean? Like I still haven't done the work of like like who am I? What do I want my business to be? Like what are the services I want to offer? Like I know kind of loosely in my head. And I've heard two points of view, like get as specific as possible. And then I've heard the other point of view. It's like, no, you don't have to be as specific as possible. Like just I don't know. I don't know if you have a thought on that too. Like,
Ah, um, I think, yeah, we could talk about it after, but I think there's
yeah,
definitely two ways you can look at
yeah,
it. Depends
yeah,
on your goal for your business
yeah, yeah,
and who you want to work with. So I know in a past session, Laura was talking about social media and keeping up with that. So,
yeah.
um, so Meta has a really nice way of this Meta Business Suite that you
Mm,
go in, you batch your content, you pre-plan it,
mm.
connect your Facebook and Instagram.
Oh,
And so
wow.
I wanted to mention that just in terms of, for others who are listening, that
Yeah,
it's really good. You can plan, I mean, it has like a month. I think you can plan about a month, but they want you to be active. So if you have a post coming out,
yeah,
they want you to also be active in and around that. So
yeah,
pretend you're the one posting it. You're not just shooting stuff out.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
about engagement.
yeah.
Um, MailChimp is another tool that I have on my list, and I'll
Okay.
send these out to you guys.
Okay. Awesome.
Wave, Google Suite. I don't know if you have a Google Suite account and for email. So once you get your company's website, you may want to have an email that is your company's
Yeah, yeah,
.com.ca.
yeah,
So Google Suite is a really nice tool that you can have that professional email, but it
yeah.
comes with Google Docs, Sheets, like the whole Google Suite.
Okay.
I don't know if you've used it before, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have my website and my email. I did it through GoDaddy
oh,
and
perfect.
it's aligned with the Microsoft suite. And so I have something similar. But if I could go back, I think I would have done it a little bit differently. But uh, you're the second person that's mentioned this meta like business content thing and how powerful it is and how
Mhm.
um, it just helps like with yeah. And so that's awesome.
Oh, 100%. And then Calendly, that's a
Yeah,
scheduling software.
I use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. And then
yeah,
for on the call, so that's like a possible scheduling.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. And then, so in terms of delegation, so if you think of like what would your dream team look like in terms
Yeah.
of sourcing? Like, let's say money was not an object. If
Yeah.
it's
I
like,
guess if
okay,
money wasn't an option, I would hire someone like Jules, like kind of full time to help both with like booking meetings and follow-ups and things like that. I would have her do like all the invoicing and kind of tracking the invoicing And I would also get her help with decks. In my world, I would love to do them in Canva and like we could be working in the files together a little bit, but that just knowing that like when I'm off a call, I could just quickly download to her, okay, this needs to change this, and this, and then she could turn it. And so like that would be like like my ideal world is to have someone like that could do that. Um, and also they would be a bit of a thought partner. That's like just
Excuse me. Mm,
like research. There's someone who could do maybe a little bit of research for me.
okay,
Yeah,
perfect. And you would probably want, an accounting person at some level, right? To
yeah,
sort of,
yeah, yeah,
and then you've got your invoicing and graphics
yeah,
and, um, okay, great.
yeah, yeah.
So, one of the other resources I was looking up was Fiverr,
Oh yeah.
ERR, um, or Upwork. I don't know if they're connected somehow.
Okay.
And so you can pitch just different things for them to work on for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
everyone else on the call, that's a possibility as well.
yeah.
So I
I've
know
heard really good things about that. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, and it's, contractors, it's sort of almost like AI, right? You have to give all the stuff, but then they can
yeah,
do it for you. So,
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
and then you can also use your chat GPT to ask about what are the things to ask consultants on Fiverr, like,
yeah,
to solidify,
yeah,
like, you don't know
yeah,
what you know. So it's like, what are the questions I should
yeah,
ask
yeah,
product? And so sometimes there is also that, delegation that we want to do everything ourselves to
mm,
start. And so thinking about why might we be hesitant about delegating besides the resources. So if you
yeah,
delegate, something that's always come up for me is if I outsource everything, what am I going to do all day?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And so yeah, it's sort of
yeah,
one of those like, or what do I love to do? So I at one point I'd outsourced so much, everything, that I was like, oh, okay. And the kids were younger and I was on the go and it worked out really well. But then
yeah,
I sort of brought back some of the pieces that I
yeah,
loved.
yeah,
And so
yeah,
looking at,
yeah,
what works for you, and you were saying about, delivering the actual
yeah,
content
yeah,
with people. So really people focused,
yeah.
problem solving, building relationships.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah,
really your business having that, admin, however that looks, could be piecemeal for now,
yeah,
uh, outsourcing and
yeah,
automating, but really being intentional about the time with human beings, and
yes,
also what do you say to them when you're in
yeah,
front, like what is your, not elevator pitch, but I guess
yeah,
so to
yeah,
speak, like
yeah, yeah,
what do you want to be known for?
yep,
And so that question goes back to your website.
yep,
So you can be, a generalist, right? And be able to serve a lot of different populations. But sometimes it's really useful when you go into a room and you're a very specific thing. People know you. It's like this, this person, you just think tutoring, Kathy,
yep,
systems, Kathy, whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, you know, so by niching down, you may actually spend less time searching for the right fit,
yes,
less
yeah,
time customizing, because
yes,
this is your niche.
yeah,
This is the specific problem. I'm going to solve it for you.
yes,
So like,
yes,
these are the 18 problems that I've worked in that I can help you with,
mm-hmm,
but, you
yeah,
know, and then you're customizing. So really looking at that. So there's value in both. So you're,
yeah,
by working with different clients on different topics and delivering different types of content, you learn what you love and
yeah,
the clients you want to work with.
yeah,
And on the other hand, and then you can sort of niche down, or you just start out niching, and that's your
yeah,
zone, and that's it. That's your zone
yeah,
of business, and
yeah,
that's good too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that,
I love that. It kind of goes back to, I think, what you said, like at our lunch, and maybe you even said it like on our first class, was like the notion that like we kind of all have something unique to offer the world, and like the quicker you can kind of get to that, like it makes a huge difference, not just to like being profitable or making money, but just to like living kind of your purpose, like in what you're meant to do. And so I've been thinking about that a lot, and I chose my business name exactly based on that. It is so specific, and I designed it to be so unique to me. And so I think I need to spend some time, like I put so much work into that, like, okay, what comes next below it then, right? Like how do you put that into words and really I think right now I'm almost picturing a website where you come and it's like coaching, consulting. Like it's so simple. Like it's just those two things. And it's probably just one more click through those doors. And I think that's all I need right now. It's yeah, so
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. And so just keep thinking about that and jotting
yeah,
down ideas and when you're
yeah,
walking or being out in nature,
yes, yes,
those
yes, yes.
things or exercising, really those things will come to mind. So, um, yeah, so once we get done this chart of like what we're gonna do, so over the next year, slowly
Yep,
we'll be able to inch in more of our personal time into our work days and create that space and ease. So
yeah.
even for you planning out the PowerPoint edits or the
Hmm.
deadline, maybe put a fake deadline in your calendar
Yep,
before it
yep,
worked. And I find for me, one of the things I learned years ago, I heard it from somebody else, is that once she has something in her calendar,
yep,
she does it.
yeah,
And that's true for me. I have a to-do list, but if it's in my calendar, it pops up, I will often stop and do that.
yep, yeah, yeah,
So I guess finding what works for you and
yeah,
keep that and
yeah,
keep things moving because time just goes. And if
yeah,
it's on my to-do list, I'm like, oh yeah. But if it's a bigger thing, I'm like, it
yeah,
takes
yeah.
time.
It's interesting because this woman that I'm working with, that it was a bit rocky this week, she suggested exactly that. In for Clear Concept, they use Todoist as like for all their workshops and coaching clients, they have all those interim steps. And I didn't realize that I could automate a reminder to me when something. And so she's like, what if we set the dates a few days ahead? And then I'll show you how to automate it so it sends you a reminder. And that will, oh my God, that will help immensely, right? Like, so it's you're right. It's just like systems make a huge difference. And I guess it's like playing around with what works for
Hmm.
you. And maybe different phases of your business, you need different systems. So like, yeah, what I build today might not work 3 months from now or whatever. But yeah, I'm very motivated to like try some of this.
Great. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being our star pupil today. Sharing,
Thank
Kelly. I
you.
really appreciate
No,
it.
it's
Yeah.
and it's divine intervention because I'm here. I
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be here, right? Like,
Right.
so it's just like, yes,
I'd be
yes,
alone talking.
yeah,
What
yeah,
do
yeah,
you think? What do you think?
yeah,
But I think, at the end of the day, really, we're looking at two things. We really want to focus on income producing tasks that are
yeah,
in zone of genius or wheelhouse
yeah,
that you love to do, because that's going to add joy to your days. It's going to put money in your pocket and
yeah,
create ease. And try to eliminate or not procrastinate, but automate or delegate the other stuff.
yeah,
So, really taking it arm's length. And what I love about this class is that we get time, you know, I build in time in the sessions for us to be able to really process some of this
yeah,
and work
yeah,
space. So
absolutely.
it's something to keep working on. I know we're at time.
Okay,
And so next week, we're going to do more of the evaluation,
okay,
looking at,
awesome.
how have we come so far and like, what is anything working? Have we implemented anything? What can we evaluate? And sometimes we have to go back through that whole framework again to go,
Yeah,
okay, this barrier was related to my mindset. Okay, how do
yeah,
we do that? And those
cool.
tweaks. So that's why it's
Yeah,
designed. But
awesome, awesome,
yeah, and then we'll flush some things out for next week in our last session.
awesome,
All
awesome.
right. Thank you,
Thank you so
Kelly.
much. Awesome to see you, and we'll talk.
Too. You
Okay, take care. Bye.